Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'll be not ranking, showing my top 10 favorite players of all time. So this is a bit different to normal. This is actually just going to be nothing. Who I like. Let me know if you agree with me liking these people. Who's your favorite players, and let me know what other videos you want to see if you like videos like this or other ones I've done on the channel before. But yeah, I'll just go from 10th to first, say a little bit about why I picked that player, blah blah blah, and then yeah, let's get into it. In 10th place, we got Alphonso Davies. It's a bit of a random one. I mean, he's just cool, and he's good at football. Like he's really fast. I remember watching like Bayern Munich when they won the Champions League in 2020, and like just being like amazed by him, pretty much, like just how fast he was. And how, like, I don't know, and he was so young as well. He's still young now, and yeah, he just seems like a nice guy as well off the pitch. So yeah, that's why I picked him here, to be honest. Ninth place, we've got Neymar. This is a bit of like mid to late 2010s nostalgia, but Barcelona Neymar and even early PSG Neymar was so fun to watch. Yeah, Neymar's one of the biggest what ifs though, because if he had stayed at Barca, I think he could have won a Ballon d'Or. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he was just in the wrong generation. If he was born 5 years later, he would be able to win a Ballon d'Or easily. But I mean, if he stayed at Barca, I feel like he would have done better, or even had gone back to Barca in 2021, 22, something around that time, instead of staying at PSG a bit too long and then ending up in Saudi Arabia now. And yeah, I mean, Neymar's just like, I don't know, it's Neymar, man. Like he's just I don't know, it's just everyone likes Neymar. Well, not everyone. Some people hate him because they say he dies, but he gets fouled so much. But like his flair and like just overall like enthusiasm when he's actually at the top of his game is just so fun to watch. So yeah, that's why I had to put Neymar in here. Eighth place, we've got Willian. Willian just gives me some like nostalgia. So obviously, some as you may know, I'm a Chelsea fan. So if you see over there, his club career, he was at Chelsea for 7 years. Throughout the period where I actually started watching Chelsea as well. So yeah, he just gives me so much like nostalgia, and like reminds me of good times when Chelsea were like really good. Like I mean they seem to be getting good again this season. Bit West Ham 3-0. Um, yeah, hopefully they can return back to this. But yeah, Willian back then, I don't know, he's just so fun to watch as well. He always seemed to pull out some good moments, especially against the big teams as well. I don't know, it's just fun. Like, so 2016, 2019, that was like prime, like Willian for me. And yeah, I don't know, I just had to pick him. Seventh place is Mbappe. Mbappe, I feel like Mbappe peaked too early, man. Like I was a bit of a football casual back in 2018 when the World Cup happened. So I didn't actually know who Mbappe was until the World Cup. But I remember watching him during that World Cup when he was like 18 and he was just so fast, dribbling through everyone. And I don't know, it was just so like fun to watch and inspiring, I guess, because he was only 18 and he was one of the best players at that tournament. And then even since then, when he was playing at PSG, he was doing really well. Then he sort of became a bit, I'm not going to say like selfish, but he moved more centrally as well. So he doesn't sort of play the same way he used to, because he used to just be the winger who'd just dribble past everyone, draw on a foul or whatever. Whereas now he's more of a striker, but he's still fun to watch. I still like watching him. And now he's at Real Madrid. He's kind of got a super team there, so he'll kind of stand out less now, considering some of the plays he's got around him. But still, it's still fun to watch. And that World Cup final 2022 was crazy from him as well. Like that was the closest thing we've got to 2018 Mbappe again, like since then. Like that was like the nearest it's felt like, yeah, this guy's going to be the next big guy as well. Like when he was like young, you're like, oh, he's going to be the next Messi, Ronaldo. But then sort of around that time, it was more like, well, is he actually? And then after that game, everyone's like, yeah, this guy's the next goat. But now it's sort of dribbled off a bit, but still, yeah, that was just crazy, I guess. Yeah, so that's why I got Mbappe here, I guess. So yeah, sixth place we got Thiago Silva. This guy, I always used to like him at PSG. He always seemed like a good defender, you know. But then when he went to Chelsea, that changed everything, man. You're like, this guy. But he first joined the season where Chelsea won the Champions League, which was such a fun season. Like, and he was so good. Like, even when he was, I think he's like 40 now. But even then, he was like what 36 or something, and he was still one of the best defenders in Europe at the time. I don't know why PSG let him leave for free, but I'm not complaining. And then just the passion he still had for Chelsea at the age he was. Like most players by his age when he was playing at Chelsea, retired or in like Saudi or MLS, something like that. So yeah, to see him still being one of the top defenders at that age was really cool, especially for my club. And then just see like the love he still has for Chelsea even after he left. And I don't know, he seems like he's a good defender. He's a really good defender. And yeah, he's just really, I don't know, a cool guy, I guess. Fifth place, we've got Cole Palmer, bit of a recent one, but every time I watch Chelsea play and I see him, I just get amazed. I don't know, I don't know just how he does that. I don't know, he's and like especially last season as well. He carried Chelsea all the way up. He'd always seem to clutch up in the big moments, and hopefully he can keep playing like that for years for Chelsea, and hopefully he doesn't leave or anything. Yeah, it's just really fun to watch, I guess. I mean, and he also has the celebration. We can't forget that. Like, brought some moments we got now. Fourth is Ben Wayne. Bit of a random pick, but as you know, New Zealander, we got to respect it. Wellington Phoenix used to love watching him when he was at them. It was fun. Always, and yeah, if he plays for the national team as well, he always seems to score. And then now he's gone to Plymouth as well. He's out on loan right now, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, cool to see someone in the English pyramid doing well, I guess, because I'm pretty sure Plymouth won League One last season. So then, no, not last season. I don't know what league are Plymouth in. They got promoted sometime when he was at the club, and yeah, cool to see someone from New Zealand doing well at that level, I guess. And yeah, he always used to perform well back when I always watched him at Wellington Phoenix, and when he plays for the national team as well. Third place, we got Chris Wood. This guy is just the goat of New Zealand football. Some may say Winton Rufer, which honestly that's a valid pick, but at least in recent times and in English terms, this guy's like apart from Winston Reid, he's the one of the only New Zealanders to actually do really good in the Premier League. There's also Ryan Nelson, but Chris Wood's done it for so long for many different clubs in the English leagues, and yeah, sort of solidified himself as a bit of a not cult hero, but you get what I mean with that. And he started off really well, not just this season, last season as well. He did pretty good. He was, I mean, his couple years at Leeds were really good in the Championship. He moved to Burnley, had some good years in the Premier League. Went to Newcastle, didn't do as well there, but now since he's been at Nottingham Forest, he's been pretty good again. So yeah, and top scorer for the national team as well. So you got to respect that. So yeah, he's just the goat, really. Man like Chris Wood, you got to respect it. And yeah, I feel like he's always there to clutch up as well, whether it's for Forest or New Zealand national team. It's just fun to watch him play, I guess, because he's always within a chance of scoring a goal. You know that for sure. Second is Messi, the goat. This one's obvious. Prime Messi was something else. I mean, I kind of missed like prime Messi, but well, not missed, but like he had a long prime. But like I remember watching Messi sort of 2017 to 2020, and that was that. Even when he was, I mean, he was not like he wasn't old then. He was like late 20s, early 30s, and he'd just be able to change the game so easily. And it was just obvious how good he was compared to everyone else. I remember the Liverpool 3-0 game when he scored that crazy free kick, and there was also a game against Man United earlier that season. And yeah, even he was just so fun to watch. And then Obviously, World Cup 2022 as well. It was crazy. Like, he was what, 36, 35, and he was just bossing everyone, to be honest. Like, he was doing so good. I know people say, oh, penalties, blah blah, but if you actually watch the games, you'll see how influential he was to the team and how much it meant for the Argentina team to win it for him, and they even won Copa America again this year, the last two times. And even at PSG in times, it was good to watch. I remember that goal against Man City, and now into Miami, he's just kind of doing it for fun because, well, like, he's Messi. Like, he just does what he wants now, and he's far too good for MLS even right now. So he can kind of just boss it. But yeah, yeah, no Ronaldo on this list. Sorry guys. Messi's the GOAT. First place we got Eden Hazard. I used to love watching him. I wish he stayed at Chelsea, man. Like, if this guy had stayed at Chelsea or even matched, or not matched, but been near the level he was at Chelsea when he was at Real Madrid, this guy would be known as one of the best, you know. But yeah, ever since he went to Real Madrid, he got injured and then he sort of form just fell off a cliff and then he didn't really play that much. But that sort of time when he was at Chelsea, it was just so fun to watch. I remember the 2019 Europa League final, his last game. He scored what, a brace in that, and yeah, I was really sad to see him leave. But I knew it was like his dream play for Real Madrid. But in hindsight, obviously, we all wish he had stayed at Chelsea for his own sake, really. And it was just so fun to watch him. He was sort of like the Cole Palmer before Cole Palmer. Like, you just knew that he was always going to produce something to help Chelsea. Like, he was always going to have a moment of magic. He was just so fun to watch, and it's kind of sad the way his career ended. Obviously, retiring so young, but it was so fun to watch him at least in his prime, sort of mid to late 2010s at Chelsea. Yeah, it was cool, and I just remember watching this guy and just being amazed by his skills. And like, yeah, I used to have a shirt with the back of him with his name on the back, and yeah, I used to try and play like him sometimes. Like, I'd try to model my game on him, and he was just so cool to watch back then. But yeah, it's sad the way his career ended, I guess. But he's still my favorite player of all time. I'm not gonna lie. It might be nostalgia from when I was younger. Maybe someone will overtake him. Maybe I can remake this video in a couple years and we'll see what's changed. But yeah, I mean, watching him at Chelsea was something special. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, let me know if you agree. Let me know if you like this type of content, more sort of chill, just talking about my opinion, less controversial stuff, just players I like, and subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.